Cambridge v Chelsea, February 1984. The Chelsea Headhunters are one of the most infamous firms of all time, with many experts putting them in their top 5 all-time firms. Their away day adventures are the stuff of legend, what with their particular fancy of trying to always take the home end. However, it doesn't always go their way, as we discover in this video. Cambridge is the unlikely event for something extraordinary. We'll let the guys get on with their stories. Cambridge fan Lee told us, "I know, people always laugh when I tell them I was the Cambridge hooligan firm leader. But it's true, they called me the General. Anyway, Chelsea had been taking over Cambridge for the previous 4 years, so I organized a group of like-minded people, and our goal was to stop Chelsea taking liberties on our manor, as they had the previous 4 visits. We knew we couldn't take them on firm to firm, so to speak, as our firm was only 100 strong at the time. But they were looking good for promotion, and we were looking like a relegated team already, so this would be one last chance to have a pop at them. We left the City Arms pub about 2ish, turned the corner, and there was a Chelsea mob heading straight for us armed with bottles. We chased the whole mob, who then split into 2 separate groups, and we cut off their retreat. Both sets were well armed by now, with bottles, knives, ashtrays, etc. We chased one group over the main road, but one of theirs got stuck trying to leap the crash barrier on Newmarket Road, and he got pulled back over the barrier and set upon by our lads. Unfortunately, he got his throat cut by a broken bottle, quite by accident, I believe, but he nearly died, so of course, Chelsea went mad. More Chelsea turned up, and there were running battles all the way to the ground. We ended up chasing a massive Chelsea firm right to the ground, where we had a right battle with them. The police seemed to have lost control, and police bikes were whizzing around trying to stop the trouble. After an age, the police did manage to get control, but we had run Chelsea twice, so was a right result for us, considering we were only 100 strong. I mean, it wasn't Chelsea's main mob or anything like that, but they were still Chelsea, and they would have still done us if they could have, plus they were all armed. Inside the ground, it was mainly Chelsea who tried to take our end before the end of the match, but we beat them off. After the game, it was more chaos with running battles, mainly Chelsea's entire mob chasing our small firm. I was happy to survive the day, and with the result we had by running them twice was great. But the sight of their lad after being cut in the neck was a real eye-opener, and put me off football hooliganism for a while. 25 of our gang got arrested during or after the match, and got a total of 27 years between them. I got 5 years for my part in organizing the attacks. That just shows how intense it was. I don't buy the Chelsea argument that we picked on normal fans and not their firms. How are we supposed to know who their actual boys are? All of our victims looked like Chelsea hooligans to me, so they were fair game. Plus, it's not like Chelsea always went looking for firms to fight, is it? They were well known for taking ends, no matter who was in them at the time. Women, children were all fair game to them, so that always annoys me. The simple fact is, they thought Cambridge was an easy day it. We proved it wasn't. Chelsea headhunter Colin told us, "In all my years of supporting Chelsea, this was the most cowardly attack I ever saw. We'd had a few run-ins with the Cambridge lads for the previous 4 years, and they organised these attacks to pick on scarfers, normal non-hooligan fans, by using spotters who would run into their pub and tell them there was 8 or 6 Chelsea walking down the road. Their lot would ambush them, using weapons from the pub. Pool cues, balls, knives, glasses were all used against our non-hooligan mob. I think 25 of their firm was nicked and sentenced, and their main guy, the General, got about 5 years, I think. One of ours got attacked by 10 of theirs, and they cut his bleeding throat. I mean, who does that to someone? He nearly died. Despicable cowards who callously avoided the main Chelsea firm and picked on small Chelsea groups. Wowie, they ran a small group of Chelsea, then go on about it for 40 years. Once inside the ground, they melted away as we took all sides of their poxy ground. After the match, didn't see any of them. A judge condemned an evil, wicked vortex of violence, in which one fan had his throat cut with a broken milk bottle and a policeman was kicked in the back as he tried to ward off 30 youths from an unconscious Chelsea supporter. Nuff said, I thinks. We thanks Lee and Colin for their recollections. It's clear that Chelsea didn't have things their own way on this day, with Cambridge proving rather more stubborn opposition than first thought. I personally didn't know Cambridge even had a firm, and I thought it a nice university city, and not a football hooligan haven that it obviously was, at least in the 80s. Has it changed? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to share, like and subscribe. It really helps our channel grow and give you bigger, better content.